Hey, Shalom. First off, I want to start off with saying all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Krakadash. That's all praises to who the world ignorantly calls God. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and his beloved son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord Will, with another video to edify. And I wanted to go into something that we briefly touched on at camp yesterday, and something that's been dwelling in my mind. And it's basically going into the fact that we're serving the Lord, man. We're serving the Lord, and with you serving the Lord, there's going to be tribulation, trials, fire, the time of Jacob's trouble. All these things are still coming. And just because we serve the Lord don't mean we're not going to take part in the time of Jacob's trouble. But at the same time, you cannot let your mind be overcharged to become so bothered by the fact that these things are coming, and you know what you know, that it's starting to mess with you. You should not be so bothered, because at the same time, the Lord told us of these things, and the Lord told us of a great deal of many other things of how we can sustain ourselves and endure these days. And I believe sometimes those brothers that are sincere, the women that are sincere in this truth, will lose sight of the fact and start focusing on so much more of what the wicked will be punished with, and what evil E has the power to do, who is Esau Edom. That's what I mean by evil E. Edom, Esau. That your mind will be focused on the hell that could be, and not on the salvation that can come. So I wanted to go into that, and Lord wanted this edifying. I'm trying to make it a little quicker lesson and bring some spiritual points out that, that's been on my mind. This is Matthew 10:28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And fear is a necessary thing in the Lord in this thing, but also having fear of those things that are in the world can be a great detriment as far as your walk, remaining faithful to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and waiting on the salvation of the Lord. If you have too much fear of the opposition and not enough fear of the Creator, it can lead you to poor decisions. It can lead you to, folding and crumbling and forgetting your first love. And that's what we have to be very mindful about, who our fear is towards. We can't have our mind stuck in, this devil's about to come down, having great wrath. What am I to do if they're going to try to get my kids? What am I going to do if they try to get my woman? What am I going to do? We can't have our mind in that mindset, because at the end of the day, the Lord is in control. So you can't fear the man that's able to kill your body, but you got to fear the Lord, man. At the end of the day, that's the true one you got to fear. So in that same moment, where if Esau sits there and says, hey, you don't want to take this Maxine, you don't want to take the mark of the beast, well, I got to put you to death, or I got to strip you from your family, or I'm going to take your family, you'll stay in your house, or I'm going to take you and your family be at the house. If you fear this devil so much and you forget to fear the Lord, at the end of the day, the Lord is the one that's in control. So whether or not Esau is able to do that, the Lord can still take care of your family. The Lord can have something to where as they trying to drive away, that car gets ambushed and flipped, and you just walk away unscathed and go right back home. Go make sure your family's straight. You never know, man. That's why it says fear the Lord. You have to stay very you have to hold your integrity, man, as Job did. This is Luke 12 and 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." You see? So the Lord's telling us over and over again, fear not. Fear not. Because there's a hell of a lot of shit coming down the pipe, but the Lord is the one who ordained all this stuff. You know? So it's saying, fear not. It's the Lord's pleasure to give you the kingdom. This is I'm gonna jump down on this. I'll start at 30. I'll just keep going. It says, "Sell that ye have and give alms. Provide your bags, which wax not old, a treasure in heaven that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth." And what is that? It's your faith. It's your belief. That's the true treasure. It's your spiritual deeds, man. These videos, the charity you give to brothers, that's the bag that doesn't wax old. You know, where nobody can come in and steal, because your faith is what was given to you by the Heavenly Father, and no man can take that away, because the Lord's the one that gave it. It says, and it's intangible. Nobody can just steal that. It says, "For where your treasure is, there will be your heart. There will your heart be also. Let your loins be girt about, and your lights burning." Meaning that wisdom you have, that light says wisdom maketh a man's face to shine. So the light's burning is going into that wisdom that you have in these scriptures, man. It says, "And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately." So you got to be ready for that Lord to come. You got to be ready for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to come. Meaning you're always ready. You don't have to get ready. You're ready now. That's the mindset we have to have. "Blessed are those servants whom Yahweh, when he cometh, shall find watching." It says, "Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch or in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants." So this is how we have to be. We have to be always ready and occupied in our minds in the word of the Lord, that we can not fear, man. Because if you're always occupied in the word of the Lord, you understand the time. You understand the Lord. You understand his temperament. You know, when you go into a woman with her husband, a woman with her husband is supposed to understand his temperament, his likes, his dislikes. And the scriptures say the Lord is likened Zion unto a comely and delicate woman. So we're supposed to know the temperament of the Lord. When you go in the book of Baruch, it tells you, "Happy are you, O Israel, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto you." So we're supposed to be that woman that knows the temperament of their husband, man. And who's the husband? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. He's joined unto us by covenant, just like a marriage. He's joined unto us by covenant, just like a marriage. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For the Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." You see? So you can't have your mind overtaken by the fact that this devil is about to roll, man. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. He gave us the spirit of, he said, Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And what is love? The keeping of the commandments. That's power in the word of the Lord, and belief and sound mind. Because through these scriptures, we understand the times we're in, and we know how to maneuver through the hell that's coming. The Lord gave us fasting. He gave us prayer. He gave us the meditation of the scriptures, man. This is Lamentation 3 and 26. It says, it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh. So the hope and quietly wait. So what is our hope? The scriptures tell you the hope of salvation. Let me see if I can find that real quick. This is Thessalonians 5 and 8. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith in love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. And this is what it is. That's the hope of salvation is what we have to have, man. So it's good that we both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord, man. You know, and that salvation can come in many forms. You know, remember, we're dealing with a power that's unlimited, man. We're dealing with a God that actually talks, speaks, moves, tastes, hears. You know? So with our hope, we have to, you know, you got to expand your mind to the possibilities that Yahweh Shai can do, man. This is this is John chapter 21. In 25, it says, and there are, you know, I started 24. It says, this is the disciple which testified of these things and wrote these things. It says, and wrote these things. We know that the testimony is true. And we know that the testimony is true. And there are also many other things which Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. Amen. So there's many acts that the Lord did that weren't jotted down. Many acts. You know, we only have, you know, so many of the acts that the Lord did when he was walking on the scene written in the scriptures. So you have to expand your mind to the possibilities of the Lord, man. You have to expand your mind to the possibilities of the Lord. And that's where my hope comes in, man. I'm not in the mindset, me personally, and I know other brothers have the same mindset too. I'm not in the mindset of thinking how I can take an L. I'm in the mindset of thinking how the Lord can bring me that W, man. Esau could come in the door, bust it down, guns blazing, and I'm thinking of how the Lord is going to get me out of that, man. And that's what you have to have the same mind to do, man. Remember, there's a lot of acts that the Lord did that are not written in his book. This is John 14. I'll end it on this. John 14 and 12. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. So the ones that believe in the Lord, and we're the ones with the true faith in the Lord, the works that the Lord did, so shall we. Right? It says, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So greater works will we do to the Lord because he's going to the Father. And this is what written. And mind you, there's more works that were not written in these scriptures that were not commanded to be written down. Where you just have to expand your mind of possibilities that the Lord can do, man. So keep that in mind, man. This is gravely serious. The Lord is getting ready to do a marvelous work on the wicked, but at the same time, there's balance to the Lord. He's about to do a marvelous work for the righteous, man. So Lord, wanting this to ever find, I want to say shalom.